Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Yeah? Rise up each morning. I hope I got the words correctly. I don't know why I feel like that song is playing in my head today. Nataka say, what wanna watch from everywhere in Nairobi, Munifil. Yeah, so we want to know that together everything is gonna be alright. Foundation move up. Tunaenda juu. We're moving up, so it doesn't matter where we are at right now. Tukishikana mikono, if we're united, we're going to move up. Thanks very much, the director, Foundation Move Up, for making time to be here. Kim, Mrs. Kim Agufa, your middle name can be very hard to pronounce. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting us today.
It's good to have you. Sam, good morning.
Yeah, morning.
How are you?
I'm very fine.
So I have really spoken about you guys, but I'm sure you have your own profiles. If I didn't add anything to your profile, I'm going to let you speak for yourself. Now, Salimia, I say, what madare? Acha nianze na Kim. Kim, do you understand Kiswahili?
Aha, kidogo.
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 So naweza salimia watu na Kiswahili? Si leo.
Si leo.
But okay, introduce yourself
Not
to the
today.
audience. Yeah, karibu.
Yes, hi, I'm Kim Agufa. I'm a director of Foundation Move Up. I'm living here in Kenya now for 2 years. Permanently, I'm active in the foundation from 2014. So, and we are going to talk more about that.
Nice. So that feels to me like the foundation is way older.
It's way older. Yes.
Well, nice.
True.
We'll talk about that. Sam, habari ya asubuhi.
Ni poa.
We ni msee, we ni mbogi.
Mimi ni msomta.
Would you introduce kwa wase na
Okay.
usalimia wase madhare na jua na watch kwa mpigo sana.
Ndio hiyo sasa.
Yeah.
Good morning. Kwa majina ni Sam Loko, boy wenu. Niko na jina mingi. Kuna wase wengi wanataka niwasalimie. Sasa niwataje tu ama ni generalize tu.
Wewe utafeel tu venye una feel.
Bwana kitaja, wengine wataanza kusema okay, morning, nawagotia sana wase wa Madhare, Bonde, One Stone, mradi hapo, Tieria, kila mtu, Jacob, Joseph Mai, Peter, Evans, wase wangu, Folonje pia nimesikia ukimtaja hapo, ni boy wangu sana.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, big up. Na kila mtu mwenye ni watch. Yeah.
Mimi najua tu niko na shida moja na wewe. Hii ni WCW edition na nimeona feature noma sana BBC Africa ukipigia you know all the love for mama.
Yeah.
Na ukibig up wase uja big up mom.
Yeah, mom na big up daily.
Daily
Nilikuwa naye hata jana nilikuwa namwambia mom, unajua nitakuwa, akaniambia wacha nitumie sauti yake. Sasa umeenda na ukienda nitakuombea tu. Yeah, that is ni hivyo. So unajua nikiwapo najua ni blessings zake niko nazo hapa.
Oh, I love to hear that. I love to hear that. Kim, I know you had that chill moment as well. Did you feel Sam's word when he was telling us how his mom blessed him to come on the show?
Oh, yeah. I did not understand anything, but
But you saw the
but
expression.
I know and I feel it. I know mom very well. So
Oh, nice.
yeah.
You guys have been working together. Let's hear about the foundation. Kim, how old is Foundation Move Up?
Foundation Move Up is already running from 2009, but it's mostly very active from 2014.
Nice. So what was the inspiration behind forming Foundation Move Up?
The inspiration behind was when I was living in the country I'm coming from, the Netherlands. My son played football, and the trainer of my son worked with kids from Nairobi, the slums, Maisa. And they are traveling once a year to Norway when they joined the Norway Cup, but they also came to the Netherlands.
Oh, okay.
And there I met for the first time the children from Nairobi. We hosted them for a week where we did all activities with them. And that's what brought me here to Kenya. So that's how it started. And that's also how the inspiration started, while they are sharing their stories.
I like that. That seems to me like a very good foundation. It's like, you came here to keep giving back. You wanted to be closer to these children.
I wanted to know more. Yeah. I heard their stories in the Netherlands, but I wanted to feel it and I wanted to see it. So that is what brought me here in Kenya.
I like when you talk about I want to see it and I want to feel it. Most of the times, I'm going to mention policymakers and, of course, the researchers and people who actually put these measures in place. I wonder if they actually go on the ground to see it and to feel it, like Foundation Move Up here is doing. So I'm just sending out that challenge out there to all the organizations watching this morning that we should go interact with them, feel it, and see it so we can make, steps knowing how they feel. I want to talk about how did you come, together with the Foundation Move Up? How did you meet Kim, and how has the journey been for you?
Okay, meeting Kim, it was through her husband, and I think, and also knowing her better, it was through the story of Mama, I think. Yeah, she saw the story of Mama on Facebook. There was a time that it was so difficult for me, and I think that is the first time that I said, okay, now I have to go to the social media to see if I can get help because it was too much. And I think through that's when Kim came through and on Facebook and was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I know you've met in Madare. Yeah, we had met earlier, and but we were not that close. So through that's when we started talking much, and she said, okay, when I come to Kenya again, we'll meet up and talk, and yeah, that's how it started. And talking about the foundation, I was just there when she relocated to Kenya, and I was helping. I was just an helper for them, videographer, photographer, and sometimes we'll come through and do some few things here and there. And after that, now she got interested, and they say like, okay, I think I've seen what you do, because in Madare still I work with other foundation.
Okay.
And other organizations. So she's seen what I can do, my capabilities, and then that's when they say like, now you can come over.
When you mentioned your capabilities and you've mentioned the situation with Mom, I don't know if my team is ready with a video where Sam here was featured on the BBC East Africa, if I am correct, just so you get a glimpse of who Sam is and why his mother's situation is very important. A child born and bred in Mathare, standing with his mother in this very hard times. So let's take a look if it's ready.
In this life, I have to take good care of her, and it has inspired me up to date. That's why I do what I have to do, because this is the opportunity to do everything I want for her. Where my heart is where my mother sits, sleeps, and is happy. My name is Sam Loko. I remember it was so messy around 2 years ago. I didn't know more about the sugar levels. I did not know about the pressures and everything. So it was like, there was time like she fell down in the house. I was just crying because she lost her conscience. She was paralyzed, and it was so painful for me. I just was like, where will I start and everything. Before that, there was a time that it was so tight for me, because she was there, she's getting confused, she's crying, she's laughing, she's like insane and everything. I didn't understand during the night, so I was like on my own. I don't know where to run to or everything. So it was so difficult for me to come to terms to that.
All right, of course, you can get the entire story on BBC Africa, BBC East Africa right there. That is Sam's story. Just to introduce to you the situation in Mathare slums. I know you have seen, the area right there in that video. You can now, create a picture in your heads and also visit right after this show. Just go with Sam to Mathare and take a walk around, all right? Now that's Sam, it's really good to see this kind of strength you have, through this time, standing with your mother. A lot of people say maisha ni ngumu huko. So afadhali wakimbie nyumbani and never show up, especially at your age. But it's good to see how you stand there. How are you managing the COVID-19 pandemic with Mom's situation right now?
Okay, it's not easy. Not only now, it has never been easy. But despite the challenges, I can also say it's full of happiness and learning process. Yeah, and anytime the video plays, anytime I watch the video, first of all, if you allow me, I want to big up 3 people who made the video.
Okay.
Yeah, Shafi, one Peter Kadidi, may his soul rest in peace. And there is one boy who is not around here. Yeah, they did it. And out like for free and everything, they wanted to share mom's story.
Nice.
I normally, there's nothing that I can give them bigger, but from my heart, from my mama's heart, we just tell them thank you so much. So
Thank
in
you.
terms of managing, like when COVID came, it was very difficult with the situation, because at that time it was very difficult for me to, like, I want to protect myself, protect mom at the same time. We don't have like the masks by then. And like you have money, I have 50 shillings maybe, because I hustle around. And this money you're juggling between, like, how will I have to buy sanitizer? Will I have to buy medicine or food for mama and for me? Will I have to buy mask? You understand that situation. And but God is great. Like, he has protected us all through. Mom has been sick on and off, hospital on and off. It has been like if we can make it like a breaking moment. I have had a lot of breaking moment in between with mama, but I'm coming out strong. Like, if it's in terms of depression, I've been depressed for many times. There's a time during the COVID period that mom, she was in Kenyatta hospital. And that's when the doctor say, like, now your mom, she has a cerebral meningitis. Then I was like, what is that? I've never heard that. Then they say, like, that is a TB. It works in a TB way in her mind. It is erasing her memory. Now my mom, she's been losing her memory every now and then. She's been there. She can't eat at some point. She can't go to the washroom. You understand?
Yes.
So at some point, then I'm the only child in the house. Then I have to act fast. At some point, you're trying this thing. It is not working. You're going to these people. So at some point, it came to a point whereby I was talking to mom, and I was telling her, like, Mom, now I can't go to any person. Then she said, like, I understand you, my son. Because I told her, like, because people will see, like, if now you're coming, the same story, my mom. You understand? There's some point, like, people will tell you, man up.
Man up, huh?
Manning up. It is good, and also it's so painful when someone tells you, because they say, like, maybe you are hiding behind your mama's situation. You understand? It has never been easy. Let's talk the same with the government situation. Sometimes the government say, like, you should not walk around. You just be at home. You
Curfew.
remember? The curfew
stay
and
home.
everything.
Yes.
Maybe for me as an hustler, by then I needed to, maybe someone will call you and say, Niaje Loko, come over. There's something that I want you to do. I won't go at that time. I need money. You get it?
Yeah.
I need to feed. I need to feed my woman at home. And it has never been easy at all. But still, I thank God, we're still here, and she's there, alive and good.
Yeah, we actually, I like the positivity, and you're talking about it's been difficult. Samia is just representing the many children and youth in Mathare slums and many other slums. So I want to talk to, of course, Kim here. Coming in with the foundation, you've been doing a lot of projects, and Sam will also back you up in, because he's been working with you. Projects like Waka Waka, Wezdesha Elimu, football, and the menstrual cup. So I just want us to go bit by bit, as we talk about each of them, and how they are going, and who you were targeting, right? So we can start with Waka Waka.
Yes, Waka Waka was my first project from Foundation Move Up. Inspired by the children when they were in the Netherlands. There was a boy who was saying, when I'm coming back from school, it's dark. I'm in my exam year and I don't have light. It's very difficult for me to learn. And I told him by then, when I come to Kenya, I will see if I can bring some lights on solar energy.
Okay.
So I did some research for those lights. Then I found the Waka Waka light, and honestly, that light, Waka Waka, is a bright light. Definitely is a bright light, and it brought so many light in lives of people. I started an action in my country, and I thought to bring just a few because they are not that cheap to buy. But that action became very big. It went viral, and the first time I came to Kenya, I was in the plane with 202 waka lights. So the the organization was a bit different than I had in mind.
Yes.
The waka light, the first time I came, I visited an orphanage,
Yes.
and unfortunately 3 weeks before I came, there was a fire, and half of the orphanage in Matara burned down. So I came 3 weeks too late. But from now they have the waka lights.
Yes.
And the fire started by a candle which hit a mattress.
Okay.
So now lives are saved, and we spread over more than 500 lights already.
Wow, that is great. How is this project happening? How is it going so far now? Because it was your first project. How is the financing? How is the support? Are you able? Is it continuing?
We want to continue with it. The business of Waka Waka, they had a problem.
Okay.
Unfortunately, because the light is amazing. You can even charge your phone with it. I have it here with me.
Oh, nice.
Maybe I can show you.
That is beautiful. Actually, show me how it works. I
How
just
it
wanted to touch
works.
it. Yes.
Okay, so what you can do is you can hang it, and the light,
Oh, okay.
it's very bright. If you have a small room, it will light the whole room. You can even put it on a bottle with water, so you
The
make it a
reflection.
table light, and when you need to do your homework, you can see everything very clear, comparing with a kerosene light, which most of the people are using.
Yes.
It's very dangerous to breathe it in. It's causing health problems. So, when people are very poor and they don't have money to go to the hospital when they are sick, you know the situation in Matara
Yeah.
or in rural areas, it's very difficult. So, working on health care, you're not breathing in anything with a light on solar energy. And as people have lack on electricity here,
Yes.
this you put daily in the sun. This is a solar panel. So it will charge during the day,
Yes.
and it gives you all of the night a bright light.
I am so informed right now. Sam, do you have this for yourself?
No. But there are people who really deserve it.
There are
They
people
have
who need it.
Yeah.
So I like that you're saying it's not just a matter of I'm with Kim, so I get it.
Yeah,
It's
no,
for
no,
those
no,
who
no, no.
deserve it and
Just
those
for
who need it.
deserve it.
Well, you want to know more about this, we'll give them the social handle so they can know more about Waka Waka. Let's talk about Wezesha Elimu.
Yes, Wishisa Elimu is a school project. In Kenya, children only can go to school when they wear a uniform. And even that gives problems because there are so many people who cannot afford to buy a school uniform for their child.
Kim, allow me to interrupt there for just a second. We're coming back to you. Sam, when we're talking about education, she's mentioned the uniforms. How is the distribution of schools in Mathare to start with? Are there many schools, early childhood schools?
Yeah, we do have.
There are schools,
Yeah, we
proper
do.
schools?
Yeah, proper one.
Uh-huh.
We have the government school within Madare, that is Edmari, or Madare 4 years, people know it. We have Madare Old, that is near us, and also we have some, a couple of private schools within.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
So how has it been with the COVID-19 right now?
Yeah,
The
with
closure,
COVID-19,
the opening,
it has been a challenge.
the measures that the government wants schools to put in place?
Yeah, it
Yes.
has been a challenge in the schools. Let's say apart from the government schools, also for the private one has been a challenge because she'll mention, there is a school that we had we've been working with, and the school it's owned by a person. And when the school, the government decide we will not open at this time, it is a business. This person is suffering. She's using that school to feed her family and everything. So it has been it hasn't been easy even for them. And in terms of measures, let's talk about the washing hands and everything. It is not easy.
Yeah, because I'm imagining. All right, but thank you very much for, of course, acknowledging that there are schools in place.
Yeah.
Now, the Wezesha Elimu must have made it better.
We are trying our best.
Okay.
So what we are doing with Wishisa Elimu, we give we give uniforms out to children. But often you see also children walking with holes in their uniforms, which are embarrassing sometimes. And Wishes Ailimu is repairing
Okay.
the holes in the uniforms to make it affordable. Um,
The Benjer School. You also worked on
Yeah, that is a
rebuilding.
Benjo
yeah,
school.
Benjo School.
And there's Benjo's, there is
Do you
Macedo.
supply the books? Do
No,
you do anything
No,
with the books?
mostly we focus on the uniform aspect.
Okay.
Because if you come to the slums, you'll find most of the kids, okay, the parent will try hard. Let's talk on my scenario here. I went to school. Yes, I thank God, I thank my dad, like he took me to Daima Primary School. Like it's a government school.
Nice.
But despite going to that school, I had to go sometimes with a torn sweater. I thank the teachers who would come with a sweater and say, like, Sam, come, I give you this one.
Okay.
You understand? And I would go with it. My mom will be happy. Yeah, where did you get that one? You understand?
So,
I understood the situation the teachers did. Now, fast forward now. We have parents in the slums. Yeah, they are willing to take their kids to school, but at some point, even if you walk now to the classes in slum, you'll find some students, some kids are in class without proper uniform or without a uniform.
Okay.
So that's where we come in.
So the dignity, the clothing.
Yeah. And there are others who have uniform, but it's torn. So when we come with the project, we come up with a person who will come and make it better and everything.
I like that. I was
Yeah.
going to ask about, are you guys thinking of now venturing into also, because now the mask is part of the clothing.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
I don't know if you guys are thinking about that, but let's
Yeah, we're
fast
heading
forward
there.
to the menstrual cup, because it's
Yeah.
WCW. I'm imagining if affording the mask is difficult. Now I'm imagining you and mommy, you don't know, 50 bob, should I buy food or medicine for mom or a mask?
Yeah.
For a girl, she's thinking, should I buy the sanitary pads? Should I buy food? How is that with the menstrual cup?
Yeah, you know, with the girls, they are really suffering in Matara, not only in Matara. I
Yeah.
think all the poor people all over the world, they are suffering. When you need to choose between food or a menstrual pad or anything
Yes.
to get a girl through the month, then it's becoming very difficult. It's not cheap, and it's coming back every month. And next to that, it's not good for the environment. I was walking down, Sam and me with some others, we made a documentary in Matara about environment and their period of the girls. And you see there are pads lying everywhere. So also a lot of plastic pollution. When I was talking to some girls and they opened up about what they were using, if they cannot afford a pad, yeah, that's really sad. And by that time, I was already having the menstrual cup because I'm using it for myself for many years already. So that's how the idea came up, like, why is this not here? Why don't they know? Because you only spend once money and you can use that cup for over 10 years long. So can you imagine what everyone is saving every month?
I
not
like that.
to buy. It's raising a lot of questions.
Yes.
A cup, is it safe?
Yes.
Does it give side effects?
Yes.
No, it does not. It's a product which has so many research on, and it's there for selling. It has the labels, so it's safe.
All right.
In the 5 years we are working with girls and women, we never had a problem.
I really like that she's really, certain about it, very confident about it. So probably I'm going to ask you off camera how to get one. Did I say that out loud?
Yes.
You actually say yes? Either way, let me talk about football because time is running out. There's an amazing football girls team in Mathare.
Yeah.
In fact, shout out to those girls. I hope they can come in studio sometime. You need to organize that. How is that going as we, of course, try and wrap up the show?
Okay, we had for football, we have a football team. Yeah, even in Madar, if you say, first of all, Madar is too big, very big. I think you understand that.
Yes, I do.
We have sections in Madar. And football, we have boys and girls. Now we are talking about girls team.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a girls team, and we had a girls team for football. And now we are currently, now they are old, they are big. Now we are thinking about coming up with others. and it's on the way because we are registering for a league, and we are going to use the girls from school girls, the young ones. Yeah, it is good and easy to nurture them.
Wow, I know we now want to talk about, I know we've talked about what you guys are doing, and that's amazing. There are new projects that you're also working on. You will check out their socials and, of course, reach out. Partners, if you're watching today, please reach out to, the foundation Move Up. I think that's the name throughout all social media platforms. The question now that is very vital as we close. We've seen, free oxygen being given out. But I'm asking, if you have a situation, for example, Sam, that requires intensive care, can you access a health facility, which is the closest you can actually reach? And can you afford the oxygen?
Okay, the closest we have there is Mama Lucy. And I think maybe you've gone there or you've heard about it. There are quite a lot of people there. So it is not easy. I once took my mom there. It was an emergency at night. And the only way we had is, thank God for MSF. MSF, they are doing a very, very good job. And they had to call them. They took us to Mama Lucy. And there, it is not easy to penetrate or to go in because they are receiving a lot of people. And another thing in Madare, like what you've said, most of us, I can say most, maybe there are people who knows how to maneuver or get this and that. We don't know even how to access the gas or any other thing. Yeah, it is very difficult. I think most of us, it's out of lack of knowledge. Yeah? I think the government, they have not done so much.
Sensitization.
Yeah,
you don't have people walking in the slums to create
don't have.
awareness.
The only thing they would just come and tell you, okay, tangazo, tomorrow we are going to do this. Tangazo, tomorrow we are going. But no one has come and told you, like, in this process, you're supposed to do this and that. When it comes to this one, you're supposed to take this route. None.
So there's no door-to-door. Most of you guys want door-to-door communication.
Yeah, if it's possible.
Tangazo ya gari is not...
tangazo ya gari.
Wamekata.
Yeah.
And Sam here is representing them. I hope the government is watching tangazo. It is not getting to the public. Yeah. So I really like that you've talked about this. I know we cannot cover everything.
Yeah, sure.
But I want to appreciate Kim for what she's doing. We'll do a follow-up interview. We hope that you can come back again. So we keep talking. Sam, good job. Okay. And thank you for standing for the youth, with the youth. And you're also an example of, there are some very fortunate kids that don't take care of their parents. Yeah. I salute you for being very different. Okay. Which are your final remarks? Okay. And of course, to this camera, ongana, maybe a minute. Sasa ile lugha unataka.
Wacha nianze na Ngoso, juu kuna nyora wataisikiza na wapelekea hiyo ujumbe alafu sasa turuke huko kwingine. Okay. Okay, I just want to tell any youth out there, with prayers, with God, everything is possible. I understand there are so many people, I've come across many people who have very hard situation than mine. I've seen people who are suffering like the old people than my mom. I've come across such. And what I believe in is God is there. There is possibility. There are ways. If God is there with us, me and mom, she's there, though she's not working now, but we are hoping and praying for that. I know, even for you, for your situation, he'll just come through. And I just want to thank few people, if you allow me, the organization that I'm working with, Mashepo, Sherry, for coming through, for Mama as well, Foundation Move Up, Kim, for coming through, Jacob, Oasis of Hope, alafu maboys wa mtaa, asanteni sana kwa kuwatch, tupatane ni mtaa, si ndio? Boni hapo one stone no wish, and kila mtu Peter nilisema, Jacob, Mike, Jose, na kila mtu asanteni sana.
You may feel, Kim, a minute or two, you want to say something to the world out there?
I want to say to the world, for now, I want to say so many thanks to everyone who is already supporting for years our foundation. Because without their help, we cannot do what we are doing here. And we changed so many lives already. But it's only possible when we have help from others.
I like that. And I like that you're a woman of few words and a lot of action. action-oriented woman. I like that, and we appreciate you today on this show. We of course, we need a follow-up with you, so we're going to follow you on social media, and especially on Waka Waka. Now that it has stopped for a while in the production, we will of course check on that because I know light is everything.
Sure.
Yes.
Of course, on the football team, you're beginning another one with the girls.
Yeah, with the girls.
And also the boys as well.
Yeah.
So just come again, and sometimes even via Zoom, or do videos for the girls and what you're doing on the ground. Sami, tag us.
Yeah, and also I would like to
Uh,
thank you
Sa-
for you for the opportunity, and also would like to invite you to one or many of our sessions.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, even in Madari, like I say, we are teaching kids acting, that is slum frames.
Nice.
And it will be very nice for you also to come in because they learn a lot. Maybe they are girls.
Send
they are girls
us,
who
send
are
us.
watching. They will really like to be maybe like you. And the slum frames in Madare, they will like to come. There are some boys who want to
Okay.
be like the camera people.
Yeah.
And it will be massive, massive if you come through.
So I think the crew has had some Jipange maybe jackets more than once, so that we can go to Mathare next time and just be an inspiration. Kim and Sam, I appreciate you more than you can imagine. Please keep doing what you do. Keep moving up.
Asante.
Asante sana.
Now, that was amazing. So look up Foundation Move Up on any social media platform. Like it, follow, ask questions, partner, support, and like I say, grow together. That's it for this particular lounge. I'm bringing in an amazing feel to your living room and to where you're watching me from in just but a while. Good morning.